Alright, this run shows off the power of the Meerkat. It was recently changed in one of the more recent balance updates, so it no longer gives permanent stats. It used to be spend 12 gold to gain +1/+2, but now it is give adjacent pets +1 attack for every 3 gold that you spend. So it should give at least +3 attack or +6 attack to total to the adjacent pets. And if you happen to go for a gold build, you can maybe get that up to 4, maybe even 5 attack. And as you level it up, it would be like 10 or 15 attack. So there's some potential, and there's a lot of synergies that were added recently with the Golden Pack, with like Fire Ant, Cobra, Golden or German Shepherd. All those things rely on attack for its abilities. So those are some pretty decent synergies, and I decided to kind of go for those. Can combine that with Pepper a lot since you'll be lacking in HP, and it gives some pretty good value for sure. Not the best pet, I gotta be honest. Actually, I would put it in like the bottom half of pets. Not really one that I would put in most custom packs or take very regularly, but it's not like the worst thing ever. You can still kind of do some things with it. As for the actual run, got an Otter Bluebird start, which is pretty great actually just for some early scaling. Definitely up there for one of the better starts. And then just trying to roll to get this Swan. So normally, I'd definitely take an Otter there, but here I was just making sure I get level 2 gold, so I at least have 12 gold so that I could get +4 attack to the adjacent pets with the Meerkats. I mean, it sounds like a lot of stats, like +8 attack as a tier 3, but obviously it's temporary, and when things are temporary, I guess they're a lot worse than being permanents. So now to roll for the Meerkat, and luckily I find it really quickly. Also Weasel for even more gold generation. Plus, I've been having some fun going 1-up Weasel. If I actually get like a level 3 and just put a 1-up on it, you get 6 extra gold, which is pretty insane. Um, of course, you can't put equipment on it, so you don't really want it to be like the main buff target then, but it's still, it feels so nice just to be rich in this game. Anyway, I am in a couple of different tournaments that have actually started. So there's a 2-day tournament that's hosted by Philip that is going on for this weekend, and then there's also a SAP World Cup that's hosted by Cruiser that is a long form tournament that actually takes place over 3 weeks so that people can like schedule their matches and it's much easier for everyone to participate, I guess, from all the different time zones, because normally just the time zones, I guess, are kind of a nightmare to deal with. But yeah, so those should be fun. It's 1v1 tournaments as per standard, and hopefully I do pretty well. I mean, I won the SAP World Cup the last time, but that doesn't really mean that much. Also, what a shop! Just instantly getting level 3 Swan there is going to be so nice. And early Turkey, just going to use that for pivoting. Even if you only buy and sell, or even if you only buff one thing, that's still a +3/+3. That's like a chicken leg, and that's pretty solid. Go ahead and take a deer for tempo though as well. So yeah, Meerkats, I mean, it's not doing a ton. It's just giving a little bit of extra attack, but it's honestly like, it's kind of meaningful. You can see it makes the breakpoint there much better. Got it to 9 attack and able to one shot. So I feel like it's overall not too solid. And avocados are just a great way to get some extra stats with it because you get 3 gold next turn. So next turn I'm going to have, well, +4 and then +6. So I'll have 20 gold next turn so that I can, and if I like buy sell something, then I could get spend 21 gold, which would give +7 attack, 14 total. With double Meerkat, that would be 28 attack total. So you can see that like it's getting up there for sure. But not going to help against this massive bulldog because that, like I said, it was going to be next turn, not this turn. But next turn is going to be amazing. Plus, this turn is when I unlock Fire Ant, which I felt like was a pretty amazing part of this whole team synergy because you give the attack to the Fire Ant and then the Fire Ant gives attack to the other things, and it just works out really well. And then what a roll, dude. I don't know what these rolls have been. Just a crazy high roll. I mean, I guess this is why the run that I am showing you is the one that I chose, because I did have to do quite a few runs with Meerkat in order to actually make it work. Again, not the best unit, so I don't normally recommend going too hard into it, and I also wanted to actually use its ability in a meaningful way, so I invested a lot into trying to get like a level 3 when it's probably not really worth it. And yeah, I mean, you can see the attack is pretty nice, but it dies to like, I mean, a lot of things just die to splash attack there. Pepper is certainly going to be really helpful. Do want to find the Fire Ant or something along those lines first. And there we go. There's the Fire Ant. So I should sell Weasel. Okay, yep. Don't greed too hard. Actually want some scaling with the cat and the monkey. And then Pepper, I could just Pepper the monkey, sure, since it's probably sticking around for a little bit. And then also make sure the Fire Ant has a 50-50 chance to at least hit the a monkey in the back so that I get even more attack. Even though it's probably not necessary because you don't like. I mean, by the time you get to the weak pets in the back, you probably don't need that much attack. But just in case, it could help out. And luckily, you run into a raccoon team, which I positioned perfectly for on accident. Getting to 21 attack on that monkey already. Chicken leg is going to be perfect. Can just go ahead and buy that on the fire ants because I mean I do need the little bit of extra scaling, and now the positioning works out really perfectly so that the fire ant buff is guaranteed to hit the rooster. And now all I need is a pepper, but I really should like hover over the meerkat more so you can actually see how much. Okay, I spent 17 gold that turn, so I'm getting plus 11 attack. And now the 24 attack is going to go onto the rooster, getting a 30 attack rooster spawn just instantly. Pretty nice. And this is only level 1. Like, I can level up so many things here. I can get level 3 meerkats. I can get the level 2 fire ants, so that I could maybe put it in front. Yeah, and just so much possibility. And this level 3 swan helping out. Swan's still kind of OP if you actually happen to get it. Like, normally the problem with Swan is that you lose a little bit of tempo since its stats are, like, not that great. So you're kind of risking some early lives. But once you actually get it going, it ends up just being such a massive advantage over most of the other teams. In fact, it's a 30% advantage, which, I mean, just like 30% more stuff, that's a pretty significant amount of stuff. There's a pepper. Perfect. Now it won't die to like a croc or anything. And leopard is actually pretty interesting. I probably should have taken that leopard. The only problem with meerkat leopard is you have to have higher attack on the meerkat since they're both start of battle abilities. But if you do actually happen to have that, and since I got a little bit of scaling with like the cat in, then the meerkat does have a little bit of extra attack. Pretty scary team, the hedgehog toad blowfish team. Luckily, they did not get past the swan. Level 2 fire ants looks nice. I could even tiger the fire ant, or tiger the rooster actually, since I mean it's a pretty good odds now that the fire ant just hits the rooster. Level 3 meerkats. There we go. Love to see it. And I don't know how much gold I actually spent this turn because I think I bought some avocados. And then I'll probably just end up taking this fire ant. Did I scroll over it? Maybe. I think I will. Probably. Hopefully. Surely I do. Come on, you could do it. No. I'll still get to see how much attack at least. It gives plus 19 attack. That actually doesn't sound as much as I was hoping. It's 38 attack hopeful. It's 19 to 2 things. And that extra 19 attack onto the fire ant means it's actually getting triple value. Actually, no, it's getting more than triple value because it's a level 3. So that 19 attack really gives an extra 57 attack. Although a lot of the stats will probably just be wasted on if they land on the swan, but that's alright. Alright, there we go. I decided to take the leopard this time. And the meerkat does have enough attack, so it will give the attack to the leopard, and then the leopard will shoot. Unfortunately, fire ants can't go before like the leopard shoots, but pretty strong team. Luckily, the leopard absolutely clutched there because I definitely could have just died to that team. Tiger Octo can be scary, but popping that pepper or melon was huge. And now level 2 leopard would be great. Also, I could try to go for level 3 rooster, but that's probably not likely since this is probably going to be the last turn. And leveling up leopard did even out the stats, which is why I bought the bacon. Normally, you don't want to take bacon on turn 16, but in this case, I think it was very helpful. Although we do have 2 rolls, I could have gambled a little bit and tried to find something better. But 13 extra damage on that leopard, and gonna get a 10 win, not even needing the rooster. Overall, pretty solid team. Not too shabby, showing off the meerkats. Anyway, thanks for watching. See ya.